Mansell's amazing. Let the story commence. Craig found a dead body and went to the police, and the police went like that. The person who was normally the cunt who found the fucking body's a cunt who fucking did it, son. You're under arrest. And he went, what? Craig went, what? And he thought, actually, see, to get away with this, I'm going to actually try and get myself done for it. Because this is so flimsy that I think I'll actually be able to fuck it up. So I'm going to try and fuck it up for myself. I'm going to try and fuck up so badly that it's like a mistrial or something. And some people came to visit him in jail, on remand, whatever you call it, in custody, no, on remand, whatever it is, and said, I don't, tell me a plan again, what is he going to try and do? Well, if I try and really get myself done for this, even though I didn't fucking do it, if I fuck it up so badly, then people will go, I don't know, like a mistrial or something, or they'll go, it's obviously it wasn't him. You know what I mean? Like lie about, oh, I was there with a knife and I went like that and I did, just do all that, and then, so rather than deny it, actually try and say that I did do it, but say it in ways that I didn't do it. So then the prosecution themselves will go, but that's no... So let's say there's like 3 stab wounds. And I say, I did it. I stabbed him 50 times. They'll go, well, you didn't. You stabbed him just 3 times. So then it'll be like, wait a minute, something's not right here. Whereas if I go like that, I didn't stab them, they'll say, you did. Do you know what I mean? And Craig's pals went, just best to get, just, a defence lawyer and just get yourself off with this. And Craig went, it's just so crazy, it might just work. Is that the expression? This is so crazy. Is that what they said in the Goonies? This is so crazy an idea, it might just work. I think that's the expression. I don't know if they said it in the Goonies though. Are you sure? I don't know, it's not like it's a big phrase for the Goonies. But you don't know for absolute certain that nobody at any point said it. I'm not sure, but I really don't think so. My big memories for the Goonies are, hey you guys, and I got it. I don't got it, and hey, you can't, those are people's dreams, people's wishes. This one right here. This is my dream, my wish, and it didn't come true. So I'm taking it back. I'm taking them all back. Which didn't make sense because, right, that wasn't yours. That wasn't yours, you just picked up a random coin. But if you mean kind of symbolically, well, here, this may as well be my wish, because I remember chucking a coin down. This may as well have been mine. So I'm taking, what about the other ones? You don't know if everybody else's wishes didn't come true. You can't just take everyone else's coins. And they were like, Craig, why don't you, just focus your mind here and try and get yourself out of, we'll talk about the Goonies later, right? Try and focus on getting yourself out here. You're looking at life. Imprisonment. You'll try to parole. Craig went, what was that you just did there? I'm just pretending to be a judge. Craig went, please be serious. I'm looking at fucking life here. It's going to work. So Craig went into court on his big day and went, right, okay. Opening statements. The prosecution went like that. Defence said, today, members of the jury, you will hear from the prosecution that the accusation that my client, and then Craig stood up and just went like that, I did it. I stabbed. It was a guy. It was a kind of a guy about 60-year-old. I stabbed the cunt 100 times, and he fucking deserved it, man. And the jury went like, and everybody went on to keep saying their thing, right? And then the prosecution went, right. So this man here, Craig, stabbed this man in cold blood 3 times, and the jury was like, 3? But he just admitted to 50. Why would he? Why would he admit to stabbing him? This is me, by the way. No, the character. This is the character actually. Somebody in the jury went up. 3? 50? 100? What? Why would he admit to? And then somebody next to him went like that. Are you all right? He clearly said 100. And you've just said 50. I went, and what had happened was that member of the jury had been poisoned. And they dropped dead. Somebody was poisoning the jury members. And Craig stood up and went, all joking aside, I didn't kill this cunt. But these jury members are dropping like flies. Whoever did this, I think is really behind the murder, because I think they're not wanting this. I think they're wanting the credit. And I'm about to get the credit for the murder. And they want the credit. Follow the poison. If you ever heard of follow the money, follow the poison. So they managed to trace the poison back to this warehouse. And they all went in, like every cunt for the court. They were all sneaking in. Shh. Do do. Do do. Do 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 do. Like that. Do 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 do. Move forward. And then, you know, these warehouses, there's like a wee room. There's like a wee, like the gaffer's room. It's got the wee windies. It's got the wee kind of wee window pane sort of thing and a wee door. That had the light on. And they walked up to it. And they all opened the door. And honestly, there's about 100, like about 100 of them. Craig was there. The fucking judge was there with the wig and everything. Opened the door like that. Looking in. And there was the guy that did it. And you know what he was doing? He was doing a shite right on the floor. He was doing a shite. And they were watching him. They were all quiet. He was doing a shite on the floor in this office. On the ground. Trousers around his ankles. In fact, he had his trousers and his pants off. He'd taken them off and kicked him to the side. One of his shoes had come off with the trousers. He had his shoes still on when he took his trousers off, apparently. One of the shoes was stuck inside the trousers, so he had one shoe still on. And he was doing a shite on the ground. He still had a t-shirt on though. And he was doing a shite on the ground, right? And they were just watching like that. And then after he looked down, he was holding himself up with his hands, right? And he looked down, still crouched, his arse that far away for the shite that he just dropped on the ground. And then he sat on it. Deliberately. He went like that. And then went down on it and went like that. Kind of rubbed it all about. And then he stood up, and his arse crack was covered in shite, completely smooth. Like, imagine you've got a crack on the wall, and you want to fill it in with plaster or polyfiller or something, polyfiller. It was like that. It was all smooth. You couldn't see an arse crack. It just looked like that. It looked like a thumb. Perfectly smooth. With shite. And then the guy got, and this is, they were all watching. Then the guy got some spray paint that was kind of like that colour and sprayed the shite. And then it did look like skin. Like that. Look like that. And then he put his finger, once that was like that, right? He turned to look at a mirror, and they were all like watching through the door, and they were like, hide. He's looking in a mirror, but he didn't manage to see him. And he put a finger and scraped along. He put his finger in a pot of jam, strawberry jam, right? And then poked it into the shite that had been spray painted with the kind of fleshy sort of colour there, and scraped his finger along. And it was weird. It looked like he was pulling his skin off this kind of thumb arse, and then blood was coming out because it was the strawberry jam, also mixed with shite, kind of chocolatey. You get like a kind of chocolate, no fondue, chocolate. What do you call the thing that puffs up? It's got the molten chocolate inside. A souffle, kind of like something like that, or a chocolate. Something like that. It was like that, but with kind of like a raspberry, coulis, strawberry, something through it. And he went like that, and he went, had a wee pube stuck in his teeth like that. And he saw everybody in the mirror, and right away just went like, plea deal. I did it, and I killed another fucking 300 cunts. I'll admit to the lot, just don't tell any cunt about this. It's just something that I've got into over the years. I can't remember where it started, but I've just got into this. And Craig went like, there you go. That's him. You heard him right there. Your Honour, can we get this done right now? Or do we have to go through the fucking stupid fucking court system again? And the judge went like, no, you're right, enough's enough. Enough's enough. That's him done right here now. No. I'm not going through this whole system. We waste taxpayers' money enough. That's him done. And they done him right there and then. And they actually made that his jail. See that wee cell? They went, let's not even waste any money in a fucking jail. And transportation with the big fucking vans with the darkened glass that the photographers put the camera up and flash in anyway. And you see like a guy like that inside the van like that. Like that. They made that his cell. He was in there for 3 days until three wee guys found out about it and they torched him. The end. And as an epilogue, Craig was given 1 free murder because he was wrongly accused. If you get wrongly accused, you get a free murder. And he has not yet picked who he's going to murder. A murder pass. Who's he going to murder? Maybe you? How's that for a creepy ending, eh? Don't have nightmares. Don't have nightmares. Shaking. Don't. It's just a story. But it is true though. It is true. How do I know? I'm Craig. There you fucking go.